Honoured guests, members of the Board of Governors and Academic Board, ladies and gentlemen, graduands. May I welcome you all very warmly to this graduation ceremony of De Montfort University, at which we shall receive the graduates and diplomates from the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences who have completed their studies in 2017 and confer on them the various degrees and diplomas. For those of you who are graduating here today, we hope that you will value the time that you've spent at De Montfort University and that you'll continue to keep in touch with us through our Alumni Association, which brings together our graduates from all around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to celebrate with me all of the achievements of those who are here to receive awards and honours and to offer them our warmest congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of De Montfort University, Professor Andy Collop.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Andy Collop, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, and I'd like to very, very warmly welcome you to your graduation ceremony today at De Montfort University. Now, in a second, I'm going to give my speech. But before I do that, I'm going to need your help with the ceremony this evening. In fact, I'm going to need the help of all the audience with the ceremony this evening, and also those in our marquee, and also those outside watching on the big screen outside the Vijay Patel building. So our graduation ceremony is built around a centrepiece where students process across the stage, and then they receive their certificate and graduate in the middle of the stage. And supporters, friends, family, when that moment arrives, I want you to make as much noise as you possibly can. And students, I'd like you also to support your fellow students and make as much noise as you possibly can at that moment. So we have about 19 ceremonies at De Montfort University spread across a week or so. We've had two faculties already. We've had the Faculty of Technology and the Faculty of Business and Law. And we kind of have a little competition each year to see which ceremony can be the loudest ceremony. Now, the first two faculties, I have to say, have been very loud, but the first Health and Life Science faculty ceremony was earlier this afternoon, and they were very loud as well. So I think that we can top that. I know we're quite a small ceremony this evening, but I'm very, very confident that we can be the loudest ceremony so far. So, what I'd like to do, if it's okay with you guys, is just to, in true Blue Peter fashion, have a little bit of a practice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count to 3, and when I get to 3, I'd like everybody here, everybody outside of the venue as well, to make as much noise as they possibly can. Raise the roof, stamp your feet, clap your hands, shout, make as much noise as you possibly can. So can you do that for me? Okay, let's give it a go then. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. That's absolutely wonderful. I can see we're going to have a wonderful ceremony this evening, so thank you very much. Pro-Chancellor, members of the Board of Governors and the Academic Board, honoured guests and, of course, our graduands. I'm very proud to be here with you today to celebrate your academic and personal achievements and to share with you your graduation at De Montfort University. Now, I can just about remember my own graduation in the very, very dim and distant past, and before anybody says anything, this is not actually me on the screen, I promise. White tie, Latin recital, bowing and kneeling. I seem to remember lots and lots of bowing and kneeling, and I'm sure you'll be pleased to know there's no bowing and kneeling involved in today's ceremony. But like many of you waiting to graduate today, I was busy thinking about many things, some mundane and some more profound. Who to look at, or perhaps not to look at as you cross the stage. How to avoid that dreaded sweaty palm handshake. And whether my friend's shiny new pair of stilettos would let her down just at the moment she crosses the stage and collects her certificate. Today is a day of ceremony and procession, but it's also one of celebration and being proud of your achievements. and you should allow yourself a moment to reflect on just how far you've come during your time at DMU. I know you'll also be thinking about what's next. Of course, some of you will already know what you're doing. There might be a new job starting next week, or you might be looking forward to further study, taking a break, or perhaps travelling overseas. It's a world that's ever-changing, and many things have happened during your time here at DMU. As you began your studies, we had a referendum on whether Scotland should become an independent country and break apart the United Kingdom, which has stood for over 300 years. We've seen not one, but two general elections, with the results shaking the political establishment and providing very little strength or stability. And then there was last summer's EU referendum, which has triggered a near unprecedented level of political engagement right the way across the UK. Donald Trump sits in the White House as the leader of the free world. And just when you thought things couldn't get any more crazy, Leicester City went and won the Premiership. Thank you. Extreme or unusual political developments can often encourage us to stop and look at the world in which we live, to look closely at the people around us and the way in which we engage with one another. Sadly, many developments over the past 3 years have been for the worse. President Trump's travel ban, growing suspicions of the other and of people from different countries, religions or ethnicities, and sentiments of anti-intellectualism and the assertion by a cabinet minister, no less, that this country has had enough of experts. As university graduates, you have a duty to speak out against intolerance and the vilification of experts. Universities are a public good, institutions of intellect, knowledge creation and knowledge exchange, and you are our representatives. Many of you will know the story of Stephen Lawrence, a teenager who was tragically murdered in a racially motivated attack in London in 1993. Doreen Lawrence, Stephen's mother, is now the Chancellor of your university. Faced with extreme adversity, she said, "I could have shut myself away, but that's not me." Instead, Doreen has campaigned tirelessly for justice, which has led to changes being made to the Race Relations Act and the Criminal Justice Act, and she's helped Britain become a better society. And Doreen has also launched the Stephen Lawrence Charitable Trust in 1998 to promote equal opportunities for young people. As you enter the world outside of DMU, you will become representatives of a global outlook, of community, of citizenship and the public good. When some would have us look inwards and be insular, I would implore you to encourage others to be outward-looking, to become citizens of the world and to embrace compassion and tolerance. I know that many of you have already begun to do so during your time at DMU. I'd like to share with you two observations from Mahatma Gandhi, someone with whom we've become very familiar through our university's work in India. Gandhi said, "You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops in the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. You must be the change you want to see in the world." We can take inspiration from these quotes. As graduates of DMU, you've made a conscious choice to commit yourselves to learning, to grow as individuals and to succeed through adversity. You're part of a generation whose voice has been reawakened, which we saw at last month's general election when record numbers of students voted. You've volunteered through DMU Square Mile and you've engaged with the world through DMU Global. You are our optimism and you are our change. And we can be hopeful because you're making your voice heard and taking action. Action against the things you believe are wrong and in support of the things that you believe are right. Now, I don't know what the next 3 years or even the next 12 months will bring, but as graduates of DMU, I know that you can face the world of uncertainty with confidence. Confidence in your university, because DMU was one of only 33 institutions to receive a gold rating in this year's Teaching Excellence Framework, or TEF. This was created by government for the first time to provide an assessment of universities focused solely on the metrics that matter most to prospective students. That's teaching quality, student satisfaction and graduate employment outcomes. Our gold rating means that DMU was judged as outstanding for the quality of its teaching and the impact that this has on students' lives. The TEF ranked DMU first in the country for equipping its students for highly skilled employment or further study. We were also ranked fifth in the country in a TEF league table and were the second best university for disabled and BME students. You can also take confidence from an international outlook and being part of our international community of students and alumni. I know that many of you will have joined our unique visit to New York earlier this year, where we took 1,000 students to the US as citizens of the world, as well as coming to Berlin last month. We're extremely proud of DMU Global here at DMU, and it's cited as one of, by almost 20% of students now, as one of the main reasons why they come to our university. And I'm delighted to be able to announce that we're extending DMU Global to be accessible to alumni. So hopefully in the future, some of you will be able to join us on DMU Global trips in the future. And we've got 3 trips, big trips at the moment planned next year. We're going back to New York, we're going back to Berlin, and then we're also going to the Far East. So hopefully you'll be able to join us on those 3 trips. And finally, in terms of confidence, you can take confidence from yourselves and from your own successes and experiences at DMU, whether academic or achieved through volunteering or sport, or through enterprise and individual endeavour. For many of you, the choice of what is next will be the first of many you need to make. Where you find success, there may also be disappointment and challenge. Do not let that beat you down. You're allowed to fail and fail again until you succeed. Making a choice is not always about making the right choice. It's about taking a decision and committing to it without being paralysed by fear or regret. Robert Frost captured this notion in his poem, The Road Not Taken. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood, and looked one down as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that, the passing there had really warned them about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I ever should come back. I should be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. I spoke earlier about Gandhi's assertion that you must be the change you want to see in the world. This is true. But the degree you receive today doesn't just give you permission to change things, it commits you to it. As graduates, you won't just be making your way in the world, but making the world, and for the better. Amid an increasingly empty clamour for attention, thoughtful, articulate and honest voices need to be heard. Make your voices heard and listen to the voices of others. Graduation is change. You've taken your hard work and the fun times, your commitment and your sacrifice, your setbacks and your bounce backs, your planning and moments of inspiration, great teaching and your own talent, and turned them all into this success that we celebrate today as you receive your degree from De Montfort University. This is your time to shine. Take the lead, be the voice, be the change. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Andy Collop, for the conferment of the awards to graduates and diplomats from the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences.
Members of the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, by the powers vested in me by the Board of Governors and the Academic Board, I confer on you the awards to which you are entitled. Please commence the presentation of the graduands and diplomates to the Pro-Chancellor.
Honourable Pro-Chancellor, I present to you the graduands and diplomates of the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences who, by their achievement, have had conferred on them academic awards of the University. The School of Applied Social Sciences, the degree of Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Najma Abdullahi. Nabila Ahmed Omaji. Farhana Ali. Laura Alsop. Aisha Aziz. Tasneen Begum. Olivia Beresford-Pratt. Jordan Birtles. KERI-ANN Bishop. Susan Black. Alexander Edward Blackburn. Laura Jane Bowler. Halima Bulbulia. Levi Carlton. Rebecca Jane Susan Chapman. Hiral Chauhan. Deborah Chinogwenya. Georgia Louise Conway. Louise Cunliffe. Sean Deacon. Jaleesa Damu. Sumaya Ibrahim. Aglaya Egbewo. Erica Enriquez. Gaia Evans Sharma. Alue Timilean Fedipe. Danielle Field. Molly Suzanne FOOTITT. Kelsey Ray Franklin. winner of the British Psychological Prize for the highest achieving student on an accredited programme, and winner of the Psychology Prize for the highest project mark, Jasmine Kaur Gill. Callan Glover. Kajol Gower. Safa Hadi. Emma Marie Sarah Harvey Hill. Ashley Henry. Imani Henry. Latavia Hepburn. Abbie Jennifer Christine Howe. Daniel Hume. Varinda Kaur. Josh Keane. Amira Kandia. Habiba Khatun. KHADIJAH KUKU. Shana Latch. Leanne Rosanna Lewis. Kimberley Lowen. Emma Mackay. Ethan John McNess. Chloe Jane Madden. Emily Marsden. Megan Ann Mee. Chloe Morse. Nicola Amy Mullis. Tadiwaneshi Joshua Mungatengwa. Patrick Navarro. Tito Oye. Amy Louise Phillips. Katie Poston. Louise Emma Poston. Sangeeta Rani. Dominic Rowe. Sean Ryan. Annabelle Elizabeth Rael. Shima Saeed. Rian Sandhu. Michael Sarchet. Kerry Seabrook. Dina Shah. Blaze Short. Shivani Thakra. Jessica Lauren Thomas. Taylor Renee Thompson. James Thorley. Elada Tuta. Yahia Varachia. Denise Vares. Luke Webb. Shannon Woolman. Amy Wright. Ellen Wright. Tremaine Shakena Yard. In Psychology with Criminology, Maria Louise DeB Brown. Kiani Rachel Evans Booth. Jelena Gubeko. Hazel Johnson. Lauren Kemi Adani. Esme Georgia Lamb. Razina Ahmadbai. Vanessa Opoku. KERI-ANN Salmon. Jake Allen Spall. Amelia Ann Thompson. Anna Patricia Chuka. Eloise Walker. In Psychology with Education Studies, Gemma Louise Beecroft. Olivia Hopkins Young. Emma Charlotte Lassie. In Psychology with Health Studies, Shagufta Abdulatif. Manisha Johal. Alexandra Lipska. Bhavandeep Mann. Nikayla Nicholas. SIAN Pillay. Megan Summers. Lucina Maywild. Latifat Yesufu Steen. The Postgraduate Certificate in Higher Education, Karen Stephanie Maguire Higginbotham. Caroline Louise Mansfield. In medical education, Filza Fuad. The degree of Master of Arts in Applied Health Studies, Katie Herbert. In education practice, Aisha Ashkar. In youth work, health and community development, Joseph John Grace. Emily Ann Smith. The degree of Master of Science in Health Psychology, Rifat Khan. Winner of the Best Dissertation by a postgraduate taught psychology student, Benjamin Lond. Sarah Wahid. In psychological well-being, Henna Hashraf. This concludes the presentation of the graduates and diplomates from the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of De Montfort University, Professor Andy Collop.
Wow, well, you've been an absolutely fantastic ceremony, and I have one small favour to ask you just before we finish. So I'm going to bring the proceedings to a close in a second, and then we will process out to some music. And at a particular moment in the music, it reaches a crescendo, and I'm going to go like this, and I want everybody to stand up, stamp your feet, clap your hands, scream, absolutely raise the roof. And that goes for everyone in the marquee and also everybody outside watching on our big screen outside the Vijay Patel building. So if you can do that for me, I will be eternally grateful. And then our graduates can come back on the stage and have some photographs taken. So honoured guests, members of the Board of Governors and the Academic Board, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, I can now say, our graduates.